Hello, welcome back to ABC General Hospital Spoilers channel. Today, we'll unravel the web of secrets, betrayals, and shocking revelations set to shake Port Charles to its core. With February sweeps in full swing, tensions are rising, relationships are being tested, and lives are at risk. This week's twists and turns will leave everyone reeling, so let's dive into what's about to unfold. A devastating diagnosis: is Sonny running out of time? Life in Port Charles is never without its chaos, but for Sonny Corinthos, this week brings a battle unlike any he has faced before, one that his power and influence can't fix. As he sits in his doctor's office, the air is thick with tension. Sonny has always been a survivor, overcoming every attempt on his life, every betrayal, and every challenge thrown his way. But this time, his biggest enemy might be his own body. After months of speculation, Sonny finally receives the health update that could change everything. But what is it? A heart condition? A degenerative disease? Could it be something even worse? The news isn't good, and while Sonny is known for being a fighter, this revelation shakes him to his core. He tries to put on a brave face, but the reality of his mortality looms over him. Nina Reeves watches him closely, torn between her own selfish desires and her genuine concern for the man she loves. She wants to be there for him, but deep down, she fears that his declining health could spell disaster for her carefully constructed life. As she grapples with her emotions, she also has another battle to fight: keeping Willow Tate away from Drew Kane. For months, Nina has worked to maintain control over Willow, using every manipulation tactic in her arsenal. But is she protecting Willow, or is she protecting herself? If Drew finds out about Nina's recent shady dealings, her entire world could come crashing down. Will she risk everything to keep Willow under her thumb, or will she finally let go before it's too late? Sasha's secret: a baby scandal that could destroy lives. As if the drama surrounding Sonny wasn't enough, another explosive revelation is about to set Port Charles ablaze. Sasha Gilmore has been keeping a life-altering secret, but unfortunately for her, she's not the only one who knows about it. The whispers started small, just a few curious glances, a few hushed conversations. But then Cody Bell, always eager to involve himself in someone else's business, saw something that set his mind racing. He spotted Sasha with Jason Morgan at the boathouse, and in true Cody fashion, he jumped to the worst possible conclusion. Within hours, rumors were swirling through town: Sasha is pregnant, and Jason is the father. It doesn't matter that Cody has no real proof. In Port Charles, speculation is as good as fact, and once the rumor mill starts turning, there's no stopping it. Now, Sasha finds herself backed into a corner, facing a town full of prying eyes and endless questions. Felicia Scorpio, always the protective and intuitive aunt, quickly picks up on the tension. She approaches Sasha, demanding answers. But how much is Sasha willing to reveal? The truth is complicated, and even she isn't sure how to handle the situation. One wrong move, and everything could spiral out of control. As the pressure mounts, Sasha has to make a choice: will she fight back against the rumors, or will she allow Port Charles to believe in a lie that could change her life forever? The Davis women unite, seeking justice for Sam's murder. While the town gossips about Sasha's predicament, another family is consumed by something far more tragic. The Davis women, Alexis, Molly, and Christina, are devastated, their grief palpable as they struggle to process the shocking murder of Sam McCall. Sam wasn't just another victim, she was a fighter, a mother, a daughter, and a sister. And now, she's gone, stolen away in a brutal act of violence that has left her loved ones shattered. Alexis Davis, known for her sharp legal mind and unwavering strength, is barely holding herself together. She has spent years fighting for justice, but this time, it's personal. Sam's death wasn't an accident, it was deliberate. Someone wanted her gone. But who? And more importantly, why? With Dante Falconeri removed from the case, the Davis women are left in the dark, forced to seek answers on their own. They refuse to sit back and wait for the justice system to work, because in Port Charles, justice is rarely served without a fight. Lulu Spencer, deeply affected by the tragedy, offers support to her ex-husband Dante, who is struggling with his own demons. But as she does, her mother Laura Collins warns her to tread carefully. There's something more going on beneath the surface, and if Lulu isn't careful, she could get pulled into something far more dangerous than she realizes. Will the Davis women find the justice they seek, or are they walking straight into the lion's den? Cyrus Renaud, the noose tightens around the killer while the town mourns. A predator lurks in the shadows. Cyrus Renaud has always been a master manipulator, a criminal who can twist any situation to his advantage. But this time, he may have gone too far. People are starting to put the pieces together. The deaths of Sam McCall and Dex Heller aren't random, they're connected. And more people are beginning to suspect that Cyrus is the man responsible. His usual tactics, bribery, intimidation, deception, may not be enough to save him this time. His enemies are closing in, and he knows it. But will he run, or will he fight to maintain control? Cyrus has survived worse, but something feels different now. The pressure is building, and even he can sense that his reign of terror might finally be coming to an end. Brooklyn's buried past resurfaces. The truth about Gio. Meanwhile, across town, Brooklyn Quartermain is facing a ghost from her past. For years, she carried a secret so deep that she never thought it would come to light. But fate has a funny way of unearthing the things we try hardest to bury. A new revelation has surfaced, evidence suggesting that Gio, a young newcomer in Port Charles, might be the baby Brooklyn put up for adoption years ago. At first, she dismisses the idea. It's impossible, isn't it? But as the clues pile up, she is forced to confront the reality she never wanted to face. If Gio really is her child, what does that mean for both of them? Should she tell him the truth, or would it be kinder to leave the past where it belongs? This revelation could change everything, not just for Brooklyn, but for everyone around her. The week ahead, lives will never be the same as we move into the next week. The stakes in Port Charles have never been higher. Sonny's health crisis threatens to upend everything he has built. Sasha's pregnancy rumors spiral out of control, forcing her to face a future she never expected. The Davis women fight for justice, even as the truth remains just out of reach. Cyrus Renaud's downfall inches closer, but will he escape yet again? Brooklyn's past catches up to her, raising questions she isn't ready to answer. With so much at stake, the drama in Port Charles is only beginning. Buckle up, this week will change everything. Next, we'll explore an intriguing turn of events unfolding in Port Charles, one that could shake up relationships, challenge loyalties, and ignite unexpected passion. Lucky Spencer and Christina Corinthos Davis seem to be developing an interesting dynamic, but is it just a friendship, or is something deeper at play? And how might this affect Lucky's rekindled connection with Elizabeth Baldwin? Let's dive into all the juicy details. A friendship or something more? The chemistry between Lucky and Christina. At first glance, Lucky and Christina's growing closeness might seem purely platonic, a friendly bond forming between two kindred spirits. However, longtime viewers know that friendships in Port Charles often have the potential to evolve into something far more complicated. Christina has been on a journey of self-discovery, navigating her romantic life with a fluid openness that keeps everyone guessing. While she's leaned toward relationships with women in recent years, history has shown she isn't opposed to being with men. And Lucky, who carries both charm and a streak of unpredictability, seems to be the perfect match for Christina's adventurous personality. What makes their interactions compelling is the unspoken connection they share. Every glance, every casual touch, and every moment of shared laughter hints at a chemistry that may not be entirely innocent. Fans have already started picking up on the electricity between them. But is this just a strong friendship forming, or is it the beginning of something that could complicate other relationships, especially Lucky's growing closeness with Elizabeth? Christina's impulsive nature and Lucky's free-spirited attitude could lead them down a path neither of them initially expected. If sparks fly in an unguarded moment, could their relationship take an unexpected romantic turn that neither of them planned for? The brewing love triangle: will Christina be the wedge between Lucky and Elizabeth? While Lucky and Christina's budding dynamic is captivating, there's another person in this equation who may not be too thrilled: Elizabeth Baldwin. After years of history, heartbreak, and on-again, off-again romances, it seemed like Lucky and Liz might finally be on the verge of rekindling their love story. But if Christina becomes a factor, could it throw everything off balance? Elizabeth and Lucky have always had a magnetic connection, one that can't easily be erased despite the hardships they've faced. Their love story is legendary in Port Charles, filled with passion, betrayal, and redemption. Every time they share a scene, there's a palpable tension. A longing that suggests unfinished business between them. But love isn't always straightforward, and outside influences often creep in when least expected. Christina, being as bold and unapologetic as she is, doesn't always consider the consequences of her actions. If she and Lucky cross a line even just once, it could derail everything. Would Lucky be able to live with himself if he betrayed Elizabeth so soon after they started reconnecting? And would Elizabeth be willing to forgive him if she found out about even the smallest indiscretion? Christina's presence in Lucky's life could add a layer of emotional complexity that neither of them saw coming. But the bigger question is, does Lucky want to be with Elizabeth, or does he crave the excitement and unpredictability that Christina brings? Working together, a recipe for disaster or unexpected romance? One thing is certain: Christina and Lucky will be spending a lot of time together. As the new manager of Charlie's, Christina has been pouring her energy into revamping the bar, hoping to make it a hotspot for Port Charles locals. Lucky, now working as a bartender, is right by her side, helping bring her vision to life. The nature of their jobs means they'll be collaborating closely: long nights, stressful shifts, and celebratory drinks after hours. All the ingredients for a dangerous attraction. Anyone who's worked in the fast-paced bar industry knows how easy it is for colleagues to get caught up in the moment. Will a shared victory one evening lead to a kiss neither of them can take back? Or will they maintain their professional boundaries, keeping things strictly friendly? And what about Elizabeth? If she catches wind of the closeness between Lucky and Christina, even if it's nothing more than a platonic friendship, will jealousy begin to creep in? Sometimes, even the perception of a romantic entanglement is enough to plant seeds of doubt. Would Elizabeth confront Lucky if she feels threatened, or will she step back and let him make his own choices? A one-night stand or something more? Could Lucky and Christina's relationship cross the line? The most pressing question remains: could Lucky and Christina's growing bond lead to something physical? While Lucky may be trying to build a solid future for himself, he's no stranger to temptation. And Christina, impulsive and free-spirited, is known for taking risks. Perhaps it starts as a harmless flirtation, an innocent game between two people enjoying each other's company. But what happens when lines blur and inhibitions are lowered? Maybe it's a one-time thing, a night of passion they both regret the next morning. Lucky might wake up with guilt gnawing at him, desperate to keep his indiscretion hidden from Elizabeth. But what if the attraction is too strong to ignore? Could it turn into a secret affair, one they struggle to keep under wraps? Christina isn't the type to apologize for her desires, but would she be willing to risk her budding friendship with Elizabeth if things became complicated? And if Lucky finds himself drawn to Christina's magnetic energy, could he jeopardize the chance to finally have something real again with Liz? A new storyline unfolds. What does the future hold? One thing is clear: Lucky's presence at Charlie's isn't just about a job. This isn't a minor career move, this is the start of something bigger. Could it be that Lucky's reappearance in Port Charles is about more than just rekindling old relationships? Perhaps his new path is about rediscovering who he truly is and where he fits in this ever-changing town. For Christina, this could be the beginning of an unexpected new chapter, one that forces her to reassess what she truly wants. Will she continue embracing her independence, or will she find herself drawn to the possibility of something more with Lucky? And for Elizabeth, is this a test of her long-standing love for Lucky? If she fights for him, does it prove they're meant to be, or would it only reveal cracks in their relationship that were always there? The future is uncertain, but one thing is for sure, the drama is just getting started. Who will Lucky choose, Elizabeth or Christina? Now, we turn the question to you, who do you want to see Lucky with? Should he fight for Elizabeth, rekindling a love that has stood the test of time? Or should he explore his undeniable chemistry with Christina, diving into something fresh, exciting, and full of passion? Next, we're diving into a deeply personal and important topic that has affected not only one of General Hospital's most beloved actresses but also countless women worldwide. Laura Wright, who has graced our screens as Carly Corinthos for over 2 decades, recently opened up about a significant health struggle that many viewers may not have even realized was happening. While her performances remained as powerful as ever, keen-eyed fans began to notice subtle differences in Carly's demeanor on screen. As it turns out, there was a real-life reason behind the changes in her portrayal. Laura Wright has now broken her silence, bravely sharing her battle with menopause, a condition that brought challenges both in her personal life and on the set of General Hospital. Let's explore Laura's journey, how it impacted her work, and why she's using her platform to advocate for other women facing similar struggles. The silent battle. Did fans notice the signs? For years, Laura Wright has been an anchor on General Hospital, delivering powerful and emotional performances as Carly Corinthos, one of the show's most complex and fiery characters. Yet, in recent months, some longtime viewers couldn't shake the feeling that something was different. Her energy seemed slightly off at times, her expressions subtly altered, and even her interactions with other characters had a faintly different rhythm. Fans, always observant and deeply connected to their favorite stars, started speculating. Was something going on with Carly's storyline, or was there a more personal struggle at play? As it turns out, Laura had been silently battling severe menopause symptoms that made even the simplest tasks feel overwhelming. For an actress accustomed to long filming hours, intricate emotional scenes, and the high expectations that come with portraying an iconic character, this internal struggle was nothing short of exhausting. Laura Wright opens up a journey through menopause. It wasn't until a recent interview with Woman's World that Laura Wright finally shared what had been happening behind the scenes. She revealed that for years, she had been experiencing intense menopause symptoms, including severe hot flashes and panic attacks that made it nearly impossible to focus on her work. Unlike some women who go through this phase with mild discomfort, Laura faced an extreme version of menopause. It wasn't just an occasional night of tossing and turning or feeling a little overheated, this was something far more debilitating. At one point, things got so overwhelming that she physically ran off the set of General Hospital during filming. The severity of her symptoms left her bedridden for 2 full days, unable to leave her room or even function normally. For someone like Laura, strong, independent, and always in control, this experience was deeply humbling. But instead of suffering in silence, she made the courageous choice to speak out. The toll on set, when health affects performance. As fans, we often forget that soap opera actors aren't just playing their roles for a couple of hours a week, they're filming intense, emotionally charged scenes daily, often under bright lights and long, grueling schedules. For Laura Wright, these conditions only made her menopause symptoms more unbearable. Imagine being in the middle of a critical scene, emotions running high, and suddenly feeling like your body is on fire, your heart racing uncontrollably. That's what Laura was facing, yet she continued to deliver performances that captivated audiences. She admitted that there were times she felt completely out of control, battling an invisible force that was wreaking havoc on her body and mind. Her dedication to her craft kept her pushing forward, but there were moments when even she had to take a step back. Fans who rewatch recent episodes of General Hospital may now see those moments in a new light. The subtle pauses, the slight shifts in expression, could these have been indicators of Laura's internal battle? It's a testament to her strength as an actress that she managed to keep delivering at such a high level, even when she was struggling. A turning point, finding relief through treatment. Fortunately, Laura Wright is now on the mend. After enduring years of discomfort, she finally found a treatment plan that worked for her. She underwent surgery and is now on hormone replacement therapy, which has made a world of difference in managing her symptoms. It wasn't an easy journey. Like many women, Laura had to navigate the confusing and often frustrating trial and error process of finding the right medical solutions. Every woman's menopause experience is different, and what works for one person may not work for another. But through patience, resilience, and support, Laura has finally regained control over her health. Now that she feels stronger, she's determined to use her platform to help other women going through similar struggles. Using her voice and advocate for women's health. Laura Wright's decision to speak out isn't just about sharing her personal experience, it's about raising awareness for women everywhere who may feel alone in their struggles with menopause. For years, menopause has been a taboo topic, something whispered about but rarely discussed openly. Women suffering from intense symptoms often feel dismissed by doctors or pressured to tough it out without proper medical support. Laura knows firsthand how isolating it can feel, and that's why she's determined to change the conversation.